The jungle was never truly silent, but tonight something was different. The usual symphony of chirping insects and rustling leaves was replaced by an unsettling quiet. The air was heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth, and something metallic, blood. Under the pale moonlight, perched on a low branch of the ancient baobab tree, Detective Corvus observed the scene below. His sharp black eyes locked onto the motionless figure of King Leo, the lion. His once mighty golden mane was stained dark, lifeless eyes fixed on nothingness. A ruler had fallen. A kingdom had been shaken. Corvus ruffled his feathers, his mind already piecing together the puzzle. Was it a natural death, a coup, or something far darker? By dawn, the jungle was alive, not with its usual chatter, but with whispers. The news spread like wildfire. The mighty King Leo was dead. Some animals pointed claws at the hyenas, claiming their long-awaited revenge. Others suggested something more sinister, a curse, the wrath of the spirits who guarded the jungle. But Corvus knew better. Murder was never just murder. It was a message. He began his investigation with Sergeant Fang, the leopard enforcer who had sworn loyalty to King Leo. Fang sat beneath the shade of a tree, his golden eyes clouded with grief. "I found him just before dawn," Fang said, his voice low. "No struggle, no fight. He was just dead." Corvus tilted his head. A lion like Leo, a king who had fought countless battles, wouldn't go down without resistance, unless he knew his killer. Corvus hopped down from the branch. His eyes glinted in the light as he inspected the body. The fur around King Leo's mouth was wet, but not with blood. Foam clung to the edges. Poison. This wasn't a random attack. It was calculated, precise. Someone wanted King Leo dead, but they wanted it to look natural. The pieces began to fall into places. The question was, who had the motive and the access to do something so cruel? The suspects were many, and each had a reason to kill the king. Lady Mara, the lioness queen, Leo's grieving widow. But was her grief genuine? Could she have killed him to seize power for herself? War Chief Koda, the hyena leader, a sworn enemy of the lions. Koda had everything to gain from King Leo's death. But was it too obvious? The baboon oracle, a mysterious figure who had once warned King Leo of betrayal. Was he a prophet or a player in this deadly game? The jungle rats, silent and unnoticed. The rats were always watching. Had they seen something in the dark? Corvus knew one of them held the truth. He just had to find it. The jungle began to whisper its secrets. Vultures spoke of a lioness sneaking into the king's den late at night. The hyenas laughed off the rumors, too loudly, too nervously. Then Corvus found the first solid clue. Near the riverbank, he discovered a half-eaten kill, Leo's last meal. The scent of nightshade clung to the remains, a rare poison only found in the forbidden marshlands. Nearby, faint paw prints led away from the scene. Lioness prints. The evidence pointed in one direction, but something didn't sit right with Corvus. The lioness prints were too convenient, too easy. He thought back to Fang's words, no struggle, no fight. A lion like King Leo won't trust just anyone. The killer had to be someone close, someone who could get near him without raising suspicion. Corvus's feathers ruffled. The jungle was hiding something or someone. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Corvus called the suspects to gather beneath the ancient baobab. The king's body still lay beneath its sprawling branches, a silent witness to the unfolding mystery. The suspects exchanged glances. Tails twitched, whispers rippled through the crowd. Corvus's caw cut through the tension. The killer walks among us. Corvus began methodically. It wasn't the hyenas, he declared, turning to War Chief Koda. Too obvious, too crude. Koda snarled, but said nothing. It wasn't Lady Mara, Corvus continued. A queen without a king is vulnerable. She had everything to lose. Mara's body relaxed, her grief giving way to quiet relief. The crowd murmured, confusion mounting. If not them, then who? Corvus turned, his eyes glinting like black diamonds. "It was you, Sergeant Fang." The leopard flinched. "Ridiculous," he hissed, but his tail twitched nervously. Corvus flapped down, landing in front of him. "No struggle, you said. A lion doesn't die easily, not without a fight, unless the poison was fed to him by someone he trusted." The jungle fell silent. All eyes turned to Fang. "Why?" Mara's voice broke the stillness, trembling with disbelief. Fang's golden eyes darkened. "Because the jungle doesn't need a king. It needs chaos." The lioness pounced, pinning Fang to the ground. Justice in the jungle was swift. As the stars emerged, Corvus perched once more on the baobab's branches, watching the jungle below. The shadows whispered of secrets still hidden, mysteries yet to be resolved. This wouldn't be the last time the jungle called on Detective Corvus, and he would always be there to listen.